Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good evening, and welcome to Evening Prayer with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. for just one reason, and that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we want to make sure you know we know. For instance, there's no such thing as a silly prayer. There is nothing, there never could be anything that is too big or too small to pray about. So, right on the heels of that comes, there's a pretty good chance you could have a prayer request that doesn't come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. In fact, I'd call it a probability. So we have you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org, which is available 24/7, 365. Just so you can send us your prayer requests whenever they pop into your head or your heart. And then you can just let it go because it's been taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of all the people who find our website, ntmedia.org, locate that lovely little donate button and click on it. And I have it here someplace. There it is. Donate button. Click on it. It gives us the ability to extend our reach, to expand the teachings of New Thought literally around the globe. And we very much appreciate your generosity, not just your financial generosity, but your prayers and your love. And we return that love 110%. And what we offer here at New Thought Media are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we do not beg God for anything. We do not try to change God's mind about how the universe works because we understand that there's really, truly only one reason for prayer. And that reason is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. So not only do we pray affirmative prayers, but we pray them in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart. Make the words you hear be your words. Let the prayers be your prayers, and then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So this evening, we're going to start with a reading from a little magazine called Daily Word. Unity has been publishing this magazine for over 130 years. I've only been reading it for 45, but it's always a good read. This one is from last year's November 19. The daily word for November 19 of 2022 was inner peace, which seemed to me a good way to wrap up the day and start the evening. The affirmation title is the path before me is smooth and I walk it in peace. The path before me is smooth and I walk it in peace. It's easier to travel a smooth, level path than a rocky one. In my life, I have traveled both kinds. The rocky path is the way of discord, unforgiveness, and strife. But the smooth path is the road of harmony, understanding, and peace. If there are some bumps in my road right now, I need not feel upset or frustrated. Instead, I see it as a call for a return to peace. I cannot be separated from that peace that is a part of me. When I wish to direct my steps onto the smoother path, all I need to do is turn within. As soon as I am in touch with the deep peace of divine presence, my path becomes level and my steps easy. There is nothing for me to fear or to figure out. I think, speak, and act serenely. I walk the smooth path of peace. That is my desire for each and every person on the planet, especially the ones who are watching this prayer. So I'm going to invite you to just relax and trust your chair to support you so that you can focus all of your attention on hearing the words, experiencing the prayer, making it your prayer, feeling the flow and the beauty and the peace of it. There is only one life. That life is the eternal and infinite life of God. And it flows equally through me and every person, creature, or event in existence. I cannot be separated from it, nor can anyone or anything else. We are all expressions of the life, love, and wisdom of God. We are inextricably connected, and each of us is part of a universal whole. I see the face of God in every face I meet, familiar or new, in the mirror, at the grocery, at work, or at play. The love of God shines through every pair of eyes, and the grace of God lights every heart. And I recognize it in every encounter. The instantaneous greeting of my heart to every other heart, of my soul to every other soul, is namaste. And my heart knows the truth of this greeting and the permanence of the connections between us. I know each expression is accompanied by skills, talents, gifts, and a personality, and I value each for the treasure that it is. I recognize the glory of God's magnificence, even in the midst of uncomfortable circumstances, and I trust that there is always a gift. And I know what it is as I focus on the divinity of the people, places, and events on my path. I'm so very grateful for the inspiration of divine mind that pulls me out of any sense of separation or diminishment and into the peace of oneness recognized, oneness acknowledged, oneness experienced. I am so grateful for the knowledge of this truth and for the truth itself. And I release this word to the law, knowing it must inevitably be fulfilled. So it is, so I let it be, so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope that this has been the perfect way to wrap up your day and set up your evening, and that you will come back again and again and again, because New Thought Media is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have almost 40 hours of programming every single week. Some of it's even in Spanish. We have music, we have comedy, we have the good news, which you're not going to get on ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox. We have interview programs and lecture series. We have courses. We have something for everybody. Let me show you the coolest thing. On our program schedule, we have 6 different centers that live stream their services every Sunday to New Thought Media. You can stay home in your jammies and do God stuff all day long. And on Tuesdays, if you're not busy at lunchtime, which would be 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Mountain, noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, I have a program. It's an interview program called Global Focus Today. There it is, Global Focus Today. I interview focus ministers from across the New Thought movement. Now, focus ministers, as you might surmise, are ministers who do not have a brick and mortar church and a congregation. Instead, we have a special focus. I said we, because I'm a focus minister too. a special focus to our ministry. For me, it's education. Prayer on Thursdays is just kind of a bonus for me. But they are all different. Every one of them does something. Some work only with animals. Some work only with incarcerated people. Some work only with folks who are without homes. Some work only with children. Some work only with the elderly. I have one minister who only does weddings and memorials. That one kind of tickles me. I have some who are so funny that tears run down my face listening to them. And then when I stop laughing, I go, ooh, wait a minute. Because there's spirit in there too. The wonderful thing about my program for me is that I have never failed to learn something I didn't already know. Every single one of my guests gives me a gift of new knowledge. Even the ones who came back because they're not the same person who was here the first time. They learned something new and they share it with me. So that might happen for you too. And if you have a little time at lunchtime on Tuesdays, drop by and visit. You might find something interesting. In the meantime, I hope this is the best evening ever, the best night's sleep ever, and that you wake up refreshed and raring to go tomorrow. See you next time. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.